What I think the problem is that about 75% of voters went to the ballot box in November and wanted major change to the system. And Donald Trump was the change agent, and Democrats haven't yet proven that they're going to be demonstrably different from the campaign that was run. They don't have a new set of policies that they rolled out to say, this is how we're speaking to working class Americans, or this is how we have heard your voices, and we've decided to change course on how we deal with identity politics issues, et cetera. And I think that that's going to take some time, and I'm not overly concerned with it. In terms of getting the approval ratings up or people having more faith in them, I do think that the showdown over the reconciliation bill is going to be a major positive point for the Democratic Party. And the Republicans are out there saying, we're not cutting Medicaid, we're not cutting Medicaid. But when you ask the Energy and Commerce Committee to cut $880 billion, there's no way to do that without going through the Medicaid problem. And that is why David Valadao in California, just today, Bernie Moreno, the senator from Ohio, you have Josh Hawley, Susan Collins, are all saying that they can't support this bill the way that it's constructed because you have Medicaid cuts. There were 37 patient groups, American Cancer Society, Leukemia Society, Diabetes Society, who come out against the bill as well, saying that this is going to end up forcing patients and families out of the program. In 2017, Democrats were able to get it together, a la your book, because the Republicans out of the gate went after Obamacare. People do not stand for you coming for their health care. And if Republicans carry down on this path and they go with the reconciliation bill as it is, the big, beautiful bill, the midterms should, and historical precedent would indicate this, go very well for the Democrats. Does that mean that 2028 is ours? Absolutely not. But it does mean that we'll have a very good showing. Great. I thought that he handled it well. I thought that he understood how Trump likes to be spoken to, but he was also quite firm. And there was a funny moment right after when Trump saying never say never, and he mouths never, right? And he understands how to play the camera. He is very telegenic. He gives a great speech. I think net a positive for both sides there. But Canada has increased their exports to other countries by 25% since these tariffs came into play. They basically haven't been affected yet by them at all.
Sure, they have. Their economy's reeling, Jessica.
Really?
Look at the statistics.
I do look at the statistics.
Well, then
all
you
day.
didn't read them properly.
Oh, sorry. Was I holding them
reeling.
upset? Okay. So this is happening all over the world, that countries are getting together behind our back, essentially, to figure it out. And Bessent gave an interview with CNBC, who's also before Congress, and has admitted that we actually haven't spoken to China at all. You know how Trump said, we were out there, and I've been talking to Xi, and Bessent, you know, and credit to him that he wasn't going to lie about it. He says that that's not true, that we have 18 countries that we're targeting, 17 we've had conversations with, but not with China, which is the main issue here. And where he would have had the most support if he had said, I want to reevaluate our China trade policy. And now CEOs are feeling more emboldened to come out and talk about the real risk to their companies and to the American public from these tariffs. Like the Mattel CEO gave a lengthy interview where he talked about the increases in prices of toys, and that we do a lot of our toy making in the creation process here in America, but the manufacturing has to happen in China. Prices will go up. Microsoft says prices
China,
of your
you
export.
Because the children's tiny little hands can work on the dolls.
Listen,
Don't you care about those children?
I absolutely do care about those children.